G'day guys, Shirty here. Welcome back to some more Gran Turismo. Today we're in the little Group 4 Renault and we're racing at Brands Hatch. Now, the Renault's not the fastest car in Group 4 by any means, but I'm hoping it'll be able to hold its own on a small, tight and technical track like this one. And I'll say up front, I'm not a fan of front wheel drive cars, mainly because of the understeer you get on corner exit. I always feel like I'm fighting the wheel for a little bit of grip, but we'll see how we go. We might have a chance here. We also have a compulsory pit stop in this race, but no need for fuel or tyres. I'm starting back and forth, and I'll be happy to try and just get in the top 3 and get a podium if I can on this one. So buckle up and let's go racing. So up into the first hairpin, and I think the guy behind me either totally misses his braking point or he fails massively in trying to dive bomb me. Either way, I'm lucky he didn't send me into the Shadow Realm where he ended up. Crime doesn't pay, kids. So it's starting to get a little heated up front here, and the leaders come together and they end up pushing the guy in second into the pit lane, and he gets to make an early pit stop. Luckily I'm far back enough to avoid the chaos, and I carry better momentum through the corner and come out in second place. But the WRX in third is a really good driver. I know the guy, and it's not long before he's glued to my rear bumper. I just need to try and cover the line, but it's going to be tough to keep him behind me. Coming onto the straight again, he gets his nose inside me, so I leave him the room to get up past, and I just try to tuck him behind him. And even though he goes a bit wide into the hairpin, with four-wheel drive he can really get the power down early and drive away from me in the corner. Or he's just better. And just on this, if someone's clearly faster, getting into a battle with him is just going to slow you both down and let the drivers behind catch up. Early on I think it's just smarter and faster to let them by and see if you can try and keep up with them. But obviously if it's the last couple of laps, it's a completely different story, and I'll do everything I can to hold on. But this early in a race, I think I'm better off just letting him go. And I still have a top 3 podium spot if I can hold on to it. As you can see, the top 5 cars are all still pretty close, but it's not long before the 2 guys up front start to get a bit of a gap on the rest of us. The Supra behind me is starting to close up, so time to put my head down and just concentrate on hitting my marks. And already we're into lap 5 and the halfway point, and so far so good. The leaders are pulling away a bit, but I'm able to maintain my gap to the Supra. And into lap 6, and I'm still holding on to 3rd place. I just got to maintain my pace and get ready for the pit stop. So far the Renault's not too bad, and I think it'd be really competitive if it wasn't front wheel drive, but the understeer on corner exit is costing me a couple of tenths each lap, I think. But I'm no expert, and someone with better skills than me could probably use a Renault and do pretty well with it. The Ferrari behind goes deep into the corner and gives the Super a little nudge and gets himself into 4th with a push to pass. I'll have to keep an eye on him, as he'll probably do the same to me if I give him the opportunity. Now 1st and 2nd take their pit stops, and I decide to stay out an extra lap, because if I've got any hope of beating these guys, I need to do something different and hope they get caught up in traffic or something. So now I'm in 1st for a little bit, and I've got clean air, so I really need to keep it together and post a fast lap here. Alright, time to take my compulsory pit stop, so we will pit at the end of this lap, and I don't need fuel or tyres, so it's just going to be in and out quick as possible. So my strategy's worked a little bit. I've obviously gained a few seconds and come out next to the WRX guy who was in 2nd place. But he has a bit more momentum than I do, because I'm coming out of the pits and I know he's faster, so I just tuck him behind. And you can see again here, he really gets the power on really well out of this corner. Not sure where the Supra and the Ferrari are, but the Porsche behind is pushing hard and starting to close up on me. This could be a tight finish. Coming up to the last lap, and I can see the 2 leaders I was racing earlier, but now I'm in 4th place, which means the guy in front of the 2 leaders obviously hasn't done his pit stop, which will come back and bite him shortly. So all I got to do is hold off the Porsche and get through one more lap. Final hairpin onto the straight, and I can finally take a breath as he's not close enough to dive bomb or ram me. It's happened so many times I just expect it these days. And across the line, and that's good enough for 3rd, as the guy in front didn't do his pit stop and he gets disqualified. Thanks very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the race, please give the vid a like and maybe even subscribe to see more GT7 racing in VR. Cheers guys, hope you have a good one.